Yeah, all right, y'all. It's fucking 20 degrees outside, man. And these cheap ass fucking plastic airlines is fucking snapped off, bro. 20 fucking degrees. I'm fucking cock crooked. So, what you gonna do, man? You gotta keep an extra airline. I'm about to pull this one out. I'm about to unscrew this. Screw this one in, man. I'm gonna take the glad hand off and I'm just gonna park right here for the night, man. I'm at my stop, but 20 degrees outside. I gotta get out here and change these airlines. As an owner operator, man, you gotta keep you some tools, man. This is how you change the airline and the clutch. It's always something with trucking, man. So I need the red line is the emergency line. That's what locks the brakes up when it breaks. When that line breaks, the brakes just lock up. So the red line is the one we need to change. So I ended up not having to take that other one off. I got an extra glad hand in my toolbox. As an owner operator, man, you need to have extra parts like that because these things break all the time. So you just screw this side on. I need to really torque it down with my wrench, but it's 20 degrees outside. I'm just trying to get parked in that spot right there. It ain't busted till I was pulling in, which is lucky, I guess. It ain't bust on the highway. I'm not in the highway doing this, but I got that. I got that in. And again, man, my fucking wrench is in my pickup truck, but that should be good enough to get me parked, and then I can mess with the rest later on. So I need to tighten this down because I got an air leak now, but I got the line run. Got the glad hand connected, so when the blue one's broken as well. So with the blue one being broke, I don't have no trailer brakes, so I need to replace both lines. I got another line in my side compartment. So in the morning, my customer's right there. In the morning when I get up, it's 3 in the morning. I'm not even doing that right now. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna tighten this line down. I'm gonna take that other service line off, and then I'll reconnect these lines, and then I'll have to strap them up to my bungee so they don't drag on the catwalk. If they drag on the catwalk, they'll catch on your bolts and break off. Same thing. I think it's catching right here, man. I need to do something about this, but to be continued. As y'all can see, it's still 25 degrees out here. So, again, last night, man, I made that turn and my airlines just snapped off. So, I'm gonna show you how to put new airlines on your tractor. So, basically, here's the connection. I put it in last night, but I didn't get it all the way. I'm at the customer, so they put a glad hand lock on it. But basically, all you do, get your new airlines, you unscrew this one, screw it back in, run the airlines. You got to swap over the glad hands. Show you how to do it right now. So having the right kind of tools you need to get the job done is extremely important. I left my wrenches inside of my pickup truck. So I need to make sure I match this up. Looks like I might have to take this whole thing off. thing I hate about putting on airlines is they twist as you twist them. It looks like one of these connections for this service line isn't gonna be right. So once I get that side off, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this side down. So I got it on last night. The red one is the emergency line we use to move. We don't want it to have any air leaks. And again, this isn't really the right tool for this job. But when you're on the road, you gotta make it work. So I'm not gonna put it too tight because I don't want to strip it all the way. Same thing with this one, I want to get it a little bit tighter. Tightening it down. So I got it on there pretty tight. So it looks like the old line may or may not have what I need. So I need a fitting that fits in here, but also fits in here. Let's see if this side fits. Oh, it looks like it's a little bit too small. So this one came off of another truck. So this is what I need, but it's a little bit too small. I'm gonna have to go to a parts store to actually get a fitting that fits my line to this truck, man. That's why I hate Volvos. You can hear these airlines cracking in this cold. So I've got enough to release my trailer brake. Since I don't have the connection for the blue line, I can't put it on. I'll literally have to go to the nearest parts store to get my connection. This hose is from a different truck. Whenever I swap hoses out, man, I always keep them because as you can see, they come in clutch and you rip your airlines. But I don't have the proper fitting to fit to this. I'm gonna take my glad hand off so I can save it for later use. Probably just put it on the next airline. All right, y'all. Came to the parts store. You know, the crazy thing about it is, man, these 3 parts was $97, $100 bucks. So I got a red airline already. I'm not gonna use that one. But what I'm doing is I just got this one as a replacement because I used my replacement. So I'm gonna roll with the one I got. I'm gonna put this blue one on. I'm gonna save that one as a replacement. I saved the blue glad hand. I was able to save that one. I broke the red one, so I got another red one. So I got an extra emergency line and glad hand. That's how easy it is to change the airline. Just take that one off, screw it back in. One thing you want to make sure is you're doing it, get it tight because you don't want it to leak air, but you don't want to over tighten it and start stripping your threads. So it's pretty tight. I don't want to start stripping the threads. So got the airline on. I'll put the glad hand back on. Yeah, get it tight, but not too tight where you start stripping it. So I'm gonna kind of roll it out to where it's not all twisted. These lines are longer than the ones I had. I like the short curly ones, but apparently they freeze up when it gets too cold, so we ain't gonna be using them for the winter time. I hate these ones because they're too long, man. You gotta strap them up, but I'm gonna put it in there. So when you're messing with these, it's easier if you take it down. If you try to unscrew it while I got a bunch of slack, it's gonna snap back right up off of there in your face. Ask me how I know. So I've got it strapped up. Bungee back up. I want to get the slack off of it. I don't want it to be dragging. So I'm gonna pull that side. That's why I like the little short ones, but I'm gonna probably zip tie it to itself about right here so it's not, my slack's not dragging on the catwalk. Anyways, that's how you change the airline. We'll start her up, make sure she ain't got no air leaks, and then we'll be on our way back. So one thing about the airlines is you gotta always keep one extra. I wasn't able to get the blue one on earlier, but I got the emergency line. The emergency line got me 10 minutes down the road to the nearest parts store, and I was able to get the service line, which the one we had was no good, and I got an extra spare, so if anything I could always make it to where I need to go, and I got an extra glad hand. So got all the tools. All right, so got the lines wrapped up, zip tied to themselves. If you don't understand what I mean when I say the airline can catch on a boat and rip off, look at this. This will sever this airline if I make a hard turn. This truck and this airline is not gonna stop this truck and this trailer from turning. It's just gonna completely sever, much less if it gets caught right here. This is what I mean, get caught on a boat. So you don't want your airlines dragging on a catwalk. I need to get another spring and put it on this side. But so I'm gonna roll this in. See, it's still dragging a little bit. I want to get another spring and hang them up this way, but I'm not gonna do it right now. That's gonna be my next goal, but for now we in motion. if this does pull, these zip ties will break before anything else breaks, but that's how you replace the airlines. Fire it up. All right, I got the trailer brake pushed in. I hear no air coming out of anything. Everything's locked down tight. Got trailer brakes. Got ready to roll.